Greetings friends and fellow cigar box guitar enthusiasts, Del Puckett here, and in this video I'm going to attempt to put some blue inlays here on the top of this just tempered cigar box guitar. Now this already has the crushed glass and epoxy for here for the inlays, so I want to get some blue inlays for the top. And how are you going to do that? I'm going to experiment with some wood filler and some wood stain. Now this is blue. I don't know if you can tell by the color here. It's blue. It's dark blue. Some of this stuff is already dry and it's already going off. And so I think I'm going to pull out the dry pieces, mix it with the wood stain and get it pliable again. And then just drill some holes. I already started drilling some holes here on the side here. So I'm just going in about just a little bit, maybe less than 1/8 of an inch deep. I definitely want to get it in there as best I can. Maybe I'll use a toothpick or something, jam it in there and then just sand it off. And hopefully I will have nice light blue dots for the top of this thing here. I think I have everything I need. I got the blue stain, wood filler, a little cup to mix everything in, spoon to spoon out the stain, and then a rag to clean things up. I did find a stirring stick and also this nail. This nail is the perfect thickness to jam that stuff in the hole. This is just like a little finishing nail. It's the right diameter to stuff that in there. So, all right, let's see what's the best way to do this. I don't know. I could tell there was some scrambled egg on that spoon because there's still some dried scrambled eggs. All right, so I probably got too much dye. Oh, but look at that. Dude, that works good, dude, dang. Okay, check this out. Blue wood filler. So it's kind of sloppy, you know, it's about the consistency of gosh, that's about consistency of ice cream. Like it's starting to melt. Well, this is working swimmingly. I don't know if you can see the blue in here, but so what I do is I just kind of smash it in. I wish I had a toothpick, but I don't. I've got this little finishing nail, and I'm just kind of jamming it in the hole. So right now I'm up here at the 15th fret, and now I'm going to do the 17th fret. So all I'm doing is just kind of working it in. Just packing it in there with this nail. Last fret, last but not least. You can kind of feel it when it gets packed in there. And then with a clean cloth, I'm just going to give it one pass. I don't want to go back and forth, because then I get that blue stain on the neck. So I'm just going to give it just one pass, boom. And yeah, that wasn't the best example. Let me get another paper towel. Hang on. These are the last 3 here. I'll do them all in one. Okay, I could probably go deeper on that last one, but you can see there, nice blue inlays. I didn't know what to do with all the extra stained wood filler, so I just decided to get it all over my fingers. Just kidding. What I did is I actually rubbed it on the box. Now for these sound holes, I used different sizes of those circular bits. I used a big one and got the outline, and then I used a smaller one to cut out the hole, so that way I had like a little rosette. So I cut that about that deep enough anyhow, and so I smeared some of that blue tinted wood filler in there, and then I also hit I sanded all the edges to expose the wood underneath there, and then dark stained it with that wood filler stain. So once it dries, I'm going to kind of sand it again, and you'll see some blue highlights here in the corner here and there, and around here, and then also on this neck. And a quick peek inside. This is just a simple setup. I did brace these guys in the corners. One more final little detail. I got a 3-inch spring. And I got some of these hooks. And then I just attach a spring to the top of the neck. And I stretch that out about maybe, that looks like about 4 inches, 4.5 inches. 4.5 inches from tip to tip. Yep, you can hear that sucker. Sounds like a mouse trap. Hey, watch, feel how sharp that is right there. It's really sharp. You can feel it. String through. So I got the long bit. This thing's like a foot long, and it's a 1/8 of an inch. And so you just kind of go all the way through. Make sure you get it straight on the back. And then I got a 1/4 inch Fosner bit, because the 1/4 inch matches these little pop rivets. So you can I just offset it back about 1/4 of an inch deep, and then put in these pop rivets. And then the string head sits recessed in there, so that's kind of good. That way you don't catch the strings on your blouse. I did go ahead and spray paint these bushings blue, and I put my little template, put my string spacing. These are exactly a 1/2 inch apart, centered. The eyelets, if you look at it, they're in the middle of between these guys, and got one of these screws to go through here, hold the string down. The threads will also hold the strings in place as well. One thing I want to mention here is that I get this, this is the 0 fret, which is just like a jumbo fret. And I get one of these triangle files. And I mark it out with a Sharpie, and I just give it a little groove. And this just holds the string in place. It acts like a nut. That way I can bend up on these frets here and it doesn't slide or jump out. Strung up and intonated. I'm tuned EBE. That is the sound of just tempered. Remember, just tempered is when you adjust your frets to be in alignment with the harmonics. All right, boys and girls, we are plugging in. This time around, we are into the Roland Micro Cube, and these are the settings. Basically, turn down the effects and the volume. So basically, the only effect you're hearing is the spring. Pull it way out, dude. One of the downsides of having all these strings is that they bang each other. You get that sound. You're like, ah. Right in the middle of your guitar solo, you get bang, 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 bang. So we are going to eliminate the unwanted, unnecessary noise. Okay, so I want you to hear this spring reverb. So I'm unplugged, and I'm going to get kind of close here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit go. I'm going to hit notes, and then I'm just going to mute the strings right off the bat. I'm going to choke it so you can hear the spring rattling on the inside like this. Can you hear the note carrying over? You hear all that bouncing around reverb in there. You can really hear it up here. Dude, isn't that cool? All that from this guy. Crazy. Okay, guys, so I hope you got something out of that. We will see you in the next video. Cheers.